Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are
good.
you?
I'm good. Welcome.
Thank you.
You can go ahead and take a seat right
Okay.
here. Okay, I'm Katelyn.
I'm Bethany.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where did you come in from today?
New Braunfels area.
Ooh, I love New Braunfels.
Yeah, it's nice.
Have you been to that Schlitterbahn?
Yeah, I went for the first time actually, at the end of summer, which is not a good idea to go at the end of summer.
Oh,
It was just crazy.
Just packed, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yes, I just always remember going there when I was younger.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is. I feel like it's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love your top too.
Thank you.
Really cute.
Thanks.
I'm so glad you brought your paperwork.
Yes,
That's
I did.
great.
Mhm.
Awesome. Did you have some time to kind of review it?
Yeah, I read over most of it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I'll just go over a few
Okay.
bullet points.
Okay.
First off, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you came in and talked about are willing to come and talk to me about everything that's going on with you. I guess I'll kind of talk about our 24-hour policy.
Okay.
You have 24 hours you have 24 hours to call before you have to cancel, and if you do not do that, then we'll have to charge you half of the fee.
Okay.
And we also have you're allowed 2 no-shows, but after that I'll have to be able to refer you to someone. I mean, you're not allowed, but at the
Right.
most, I'll have to refer you to someone else because I'll no longer be able to serve you.
Okay.
I want to talk about, I guess, our relationship.
Mhm.
It's going to be very confidential and professional. So that means if I see you out in public, I'll not approach you just because I don't want to put you in that kind of situation where you'd have to lie and come up with a story about, who I am and why you know me.
Okay.
But there are 5 situations where whatever you disclose to me here and during our sessions will remain between you and I.
Okay.
Always, but there are 5 situations where that could not happen, or that I might have to be able to disclose whatever we talk about. Which the first one would be harm to self, harm to yourself, or harm to others. The second one would be abuse or neglect to a child or an elderly person. The third one would be sexual contact with a mental health provider. Another one. The fourth one would be direct consent that is signed by you. That would give me the permission to disclose any of the information.
Okay.
And the fifth one, the last one, is ordered by a court.
Okay.
I would have if I was ordered by the court to disclose.
Okay.
So, do you have any other further questions or anything about the consent?
I don't think so. I can think of right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you have anything, just please come to me. I'm happy to help you.
Okay.
So what brings you here today, Bethany?
Well, I just got out of a relationship, and it was a pretty abusive relationship. We'd been together for a year, and he became physically and verbally abusive. And it's kind of been like a pattern of mine, I've noticed. Like almost pretty much all of the men that I've dated have been in some way abusive, whether it be physically or mentally. But this last guy, he put me in the hospital twice, and the police had to be called several times, and we just kept we'd break up, I'd end it, but then I kept going back to it, he just kept, pulling me back in.
Right.
But hopefully it's over now. We broke up a month ago, and I've been pretty good about keeping my distance. But I think a lot of it comes from my father was abusive towards my mother growing up. They've been divorced for about 10 years now, but we saw that. My siblings and I saw that growing up. He was physically abusive towards her, and we were taken by CPS a couple times and placed in foster homes.
Really? Wow.
And
that must have been hard.
Yeah, it was very difficult. Yeah. So it wasn't until my mom finally divorced my dad that we were able to finally go and stay with her.
Okay.
But yeah, I just feel I feel bad because I know that dating these men is not. I know it's not healthy, but, I just can't, I don't know, I seem to attract those men, I seem to be attracted to those men, and my mom gets mad at me because she sees that I'm going down the same path that she is, and so she's frustrated.
Right.
And, it's just kind of like I'm trying to break that cycle, but I don't know, I can't.
Right. Well, I think it's great that you just made that first step to, break up with him. That's already, I think, great for you, definitely. But let me ask you, what have you been feeling this 1 month that y'all have been separated? Have you been feeling any kind of relief, or like, or not relief, but maybe do you miss him, or what, like, exactly have you?
Yeah, I miss him, and he's tried to contact me several times, but. And this, like I said, it's happened in the past. Like, every time we break up, the next day he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again, I promised, blah, blah, blah.
And is that where you get weak and what?
Yeah, and I feel bad because I'm like, well, maybe this time it's going to be different. I keep thinking that it is going to be different. And I feel like I come up with excuses for him because he's been through a lot. He lost his mom a little over a year ago, and he's had job changes and just a bunch of little stuff that I understand is stressful and is difficult to deal with. And so he uses that as kind of an excuse for his behavior.
Okay.
And I know I shouldn't take that as an excuse, but I don't know, I do, and so.
Right.
So yeah,
it can be hard.
Difficult.
So, yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Why that would be. I know you said about your dad doing that to your mother, and that makes sense, because I know that when you experience things as a child, just over and over again, especially, it becomes ingrained in you, and like, I'm glad that you pointed out, because that might, be something why you have repetitive relationships as yourself, that you do yourself, so that makes sense. And I'm glad and it's so important that you have, realized that, I think.
Right.
That you are aware. And I love that about you, Bethany, that you seem very aware of, why, and you're very cognitive of why, you keep getting back into these kinds of relationships, which is important, I think. And that's such a wonderful first step to, coming here and seeing me. So,
yeah, I knew that, I had to break because especially since this past month, since he's been contacting me so much, I just, I feel like I can't, if I don't do something, then I'm going to end up going back to him again, and, who knows what, and I'm the type of person who when I see women who are abused and they go back to their boyfriends, I've always been like, oh, how could they do that? Why can't they just leave him?
Of course.
And now here I am.
And did you feel like that towards your mother whenever she was with your dad? Because that's different. I know that it's your own dad, and that's also too. But
it did get, I think it was, once we were taken by CPS the second time, it was it was frustrating because it was, I kept thinking, I would, tell my mom, why can't you just leave?
And it seemed so simple then for her, her to do it now.
And she didn't, I think she was worried about being alone. She has, 3 kids, and she didn't want to do it by herself.
Of course, definitely. Is your relationship with your mom, would you say, good?
We have a pretty good relationship. She gets, frustrated with seeing the patterns that I've been doing. And I just, to me, I'm thinking well, you don't understand.
Of course, and did she seek help when she was going through anything?
No, she was, after the second time we were taken from CPS, she was court ordered to take parenting classes.
Okay, well, I think that it's I'll say it again, I think it's so great that you're here on your own, you took this initiative, you realize that it's before, thankfully you're not in any kind of relationship right now, so you can work on, what you do look for in a relationship, and what you do value, and how you won't, let someone treat you that way. And I think that's great on your part. I think it really is such a positive thing that you have going for yourself, and I'm happy to work with you for it, definitely. So,
thanks.
So how long ago did your dad pass away, did you say?
No, my dad didn't pass away.
No,
his dad passed away. I'm sorry, his mom passed away.
His mom passed away. Okay,
no, I don't have a relationship with my dad.
Okay, I don't.
Since, it's been years. I haven't talked to him. I don't know, probably 5 years or something, so I really don't know. We don't, we don't really keep up with anything that he's doing.
And has that affected you, would you say, in any way, emotionally, or?
Probably, I have noticed that, I feel like I need validation, through men.
Okay.
you know, I mean, I've always had a boyfriend. I'm single for like, here I am, like a month, you know, just a couple months.
Okay.
And then I, you know, find a new relationship to get into. So I feel like I need that validation through men because
right. Okay.
I don't know, my dad was never there.
Okay. Well, it sounds definitely like you have a lot of good initiatives coming that you have right now that we can work with, that we can get set some goals and set, you know, not a cookie cutter timeline, but definitely some kind of pathway where I can help you with you know, guide you to what you feel will be best for you.
Right.
So I'm really looking forward. Is there any kind of questions or anything that you have concerning?
No, not right now.
Okay. Well, I really am so happy you came to see me, Bethany, and I really am excited to work with you. So.
Okay, me too.
All right. Thank you so much.